There's some air bubbles on this film that was... No. Looks like I'm just gonna have to go edit like this. Didn't think this was gonna be this difficult. Happy New Year if you're watching this video in 2025 in January, and if it's your first time watching the channel, welcome to the channel and subscribe to become part of the family. So the Suzuki is back on the channel, and the reason why it's back is not because of mechanical issues, but something that I've always wanted to sort out on this car. So you can see, well, actually you can't see that there's a tint here, but there's some sort of tint on these windows, but it's not dark enough. So when it's hot, the sun actually comes through, and I need to fix that by removing the old tint and hopefully tint this car myself. I'm not sure how I'll do, but I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully that will work. I'm gonna start with the back window because of all these lines. The back window is actually worse than the rest of the windows. So you can see there's a lot of air bubbles in the tint or the film that was laid before. So first step is for me to remove this. Then once this is out, then I can start putting my own film. Not sure if this is coming through on camera, but there's some air bubbles on this film that was put here before. So I need to remove this first, then put my own film. Hopefully it will take care of this, because I think this is what bothers me the most. Removing this seems to be a bit of a challenge because I don't have a steamer. I thought I was going to use my heat gun and some water so that I can remove the glue behind it, but it doesn't. So whenever I peel this, it just leaves all the glue behind on the glass. So that means I can remove this plastic, then I'll have to deal with the glue afterwards. Okay, it's raining now. I don't want my camera to get wet, so I'm gonna pause here and then I'll come back when the rain stops, hopefully. Looks like I won, so I removed everything. Now I'm gonna try and just lightly go through the glass to clean it and remove all the adhesive. I'm sure you can see through here that is very clear all the way to the windscreen. That's how all the windows are. So I've already cleaned the car at the back and on the sides as well, so that I don't have any dirt that's sticking to my film. I'm gonna be using this. It's just a normal solar film, really, nothing special. So the idea is to keep the interior as cool as possible and also prevent the interior from the harsh sun or weather conditions, because when it's parked in the sun can get through, especially if the windows are not tinted. So for me, that's the primary objective. Let me not waste any time. Let me get to it and see how my tinting goes. This is the film. They say it's medium black, so I don't want anything too dark, but this will do the job. Then it came with this little squeegee here. So I'm just doing a DIY, so I don't have any other special tools. So I'm gonna be using this little squeegee, and I bought this knife for $5, and it's quite sharp. So it has a razor blade, and I'm gonna be using that to cut the film and line it up, measure it, make sure everything is fine. And to lay the tint nicely, there's nothing special that is used, basically, from what I've seen through my research. So I've got soapy water in here. Okay, so I've got soapy water inside my pressured bottle in here. So this is pretty much the thing that you need. You need soapy water, squeegee, and a knife, and a car, and a film. So let me do that and see how it goes. I'm spraying soapy water so that I can lay the film outside of the car. So the idea is so that I can see how much I need, and I can measure and cut that. So as soon as you put soapy water, then it sticks to the car, sticks to the glass. So this one is a bit tricky because of the wiper blade. So I'm gonna try and make that room. Careful not to cut too much as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm gonna try and make it stick to the glass while I prepare it. So I'm just making it stick so that I know exactly where it is and where to cut when I'm lining it up. I think now it's ready for me to cut. Just size it nicely to the window. So using my sharp knife, I'm gonna start at the top, I think from one side to one side. Okay, side is done. Let's continue this side. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I've got it nicely cut. Then I just need to now prepare it, and then it's gonna go into the car. The cutting process is done, and I think that's the process that takes the longest, especially for this window, for me, because it's my first time. So obviously, I had to make sure that everything is fine. My film is cut to size. Now I'm going to open the door, then prepare the glass inside. Then from there I can start removing the peel from the film and then sticking it on the glass. So let me do that. With the door open, I'm gonna spray soapy water in here and use my squeegee to clean the window. For me to peel the film, I need to stick it somewhere. So I'm gonna take it from outside the door. So I'm just gonna stick it here just so that I can peel. So the peeling process is quite tricky. I hope I get it right. This is not going well at all. There we go. Okay. I need to hold that. And I need to just rip this off completely now. And then keep this one. No. Okay, looks like we're getting somewhere. All right, let's see if it stays. Okay, I'm gonna try and stretch it at the top. Generally get the water out through the sides. So the idea is to get as much water out through. Ideally, I think the bottom is the better part to push this water to. There will be some fingers, obviously. So I just stretch it and then just get rid of all those fingers. I think the trick is to apply a bit of pressure, because the idea is to get as much water out of the film as possible, and then letting it stick while it's doing that. Okay, so this is the learning curve. Okay, spraying water to make sure that this thing doesn't scratch the film. So it's going lightly, making sure that no water is staying in the system. I'm not sure what I did wrong, because now it's a bit misty, foggy or milky. It's supposed to look like this, but now it looks a little bit foggy, a little bit misty. I'm not really sure what I did wrong. This is the soapiness or the milky situation I'm referring to. I'm sure you can see it on camera. That bit of whitish, milky stuff. So I think it's the soap that got stuck behind when I washed it. Yeah, no, my practice run, it's coming along nicely though. Not too bad, because before it was, yeah, did not work at all. So this is my second attempt, and this part is nice, sitting nicely and flush. The issue is just here with these little fingers, and the fact that it's a little bit foggy in there. I'm not sure what's going on. It's a little bit foggy and misty, which is strange. Maybe I'm using the wrong soap. So what's the verdict? I would like to think that I did a good job. It looks really, really nice at the top here. As you can see, it looks really nice and dark and laid out pretty good, which is not bad. For my first attempt, it looks nice. Look, it's quite nice and dark, which is what I was looking for. I mean, it blends in nicely with a silver car, with a nice dark tint. So this will look nice. There's just a few fingers that are still sticking out. From outside, it looks nice, but from inside, I'm not sure what's up with the fog and the milky or misty kind of look. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. It came out really nice, considering how it was before. It looks really, really nice. It looks nice and dark, which is what I'm after. And yeah, there are just a few air bubbles here and there. But 80% of the film, it laid out really, really nice. I'm happy with my first attempt. Not too bad. I think I just need to practice a little bit more, and hopefully I'll get it right. Yeah, so there's just a few bubbles here that I need to get out. Once those are done, then hopefully this thing will look much better. Okay, so, oh, I think I see why it's so foggy and misty. The soapy water got stuck behind the film. So, okay, not too bad. I'm gonna try again. But so far I'm happy with the result. It looks really, really nice, and not too bad for a first time try. Not too bad at all. I really like how it looks. Quite nice and dark. Yeah, I'm gonna do a few more runs, practice runs. Hopefully I'll eventually get it right. I think I need to clean the window properly, maybe with clean water, I think, because soapy water is not really doing it. Yeah, I think that's why I've got a bit of a milky situation going on there. So I went to grab a bite, and when I came back, to my surprise, all the foggy stuff, the soapy mist and everything else is gone. So I think the reason for that is because the film that was here before, that you saw me remove, it left a lot of residue when I removed it. So now, when I cleaned it, it did that foggy stuff. Then I would scrape off the glue and everything. I mean, you saw the whole process. So I think with the new soap and everything else, that came back. But at the same time, now when I laid the film and did everything that I did, then it's fine. I mean, I don't have any issues now. Let me show you. The tint is actually stuck on nicely with no bubbles, not even a single bubble anymore. Everything is fine. It's nicely put here. I'm happy right now. So it's sitting quite nicely. I am so happy I didn't remove it. I had forgotten that you need to leave this for a while so that it can set. Yeah, so you can see there's no mist, there's no foggy stuff, nothing. Everything is clear. You can see outside is nice and black, no bubbles. Maybe like one or two here, just like these little ones. But other than that, it's better than what it was before. So I know that it needs to, well, I had forgotten that it needs to sit for a while before I can actually start doing anything. No, it's actually nice. It's actually nice. I'm happy with how it looks. Obviously, this was a first time try, and my mistake that I noticed was that I didn't wash the window properly. So the little soap that was there when I removed the old film was still, well, it's still showing. But overall, I'm happy with the result. Let me step back so that you can see properly. You can see now that's dark. That's how it's supposed to look from a distance. Now I'm happy. I'm happy with the tint. I'm happy with the percentage as well. It's not too dark. It's nice. As soon as you get closer, then you can see inside the car. But from a distance, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So with all these little bubbles that are left here, I'm going to park the car in the sun. Obviously, the sun will take care of all of that. I think it's safe to say the back window is done from what it was before. You remember how clear it was here? You could see the front of the car. Now you can't see any of that stuff. It's now dark, tinted to protect the interior. I'm happy with that. So yeah, it was a lot of work. I thought it was easy, but it is a lot of work. But I'm glad I did it. Next time, hopefully I'll do it better. But that part is quite tricky. To peel it, you have to peel it a certain way, and then you have to grab and hold the film a certain way, then just put it on the window. Then it stays nicely and can just maneuver it and then make sure it fits. But overall, I'm happy with how it is. I'm happy with my work. So let's move on to the side windows and see how we do there. Check this thing out. It looks awesome. It looks nice. I mean, look at the difference between this one and that one and the small ones. Nah, it looks nice. It looks professional. It looks really, really nice. I'm happy. Yeah, let me keep going. No bubbles, not even a single one. I think the door windows are easy. Just need to get to cut it right the first time. Then from there, smooth sailing all the way. So let me keep going and see how far I get. When you're peeling, to use soapy water so that the film can actually stay behind. Otherwise, you're gonna have a very bad day. The film will come off and then it will fold and then it's just gonna be a mess. Spray it inside and just make sure that when you're holding it, you hold it in such a way that it doesn't fold on its own. Yeah, it's very windy. Let me just go inside. So I've got my film, adjusting it nicely to fit the window. The one thing I found out is that these solid windows that are not going up and down, they're actually easy to fit. Oh, they're actually easy to fit because there's no movement, there's no opening and closing of the window. So all you do, you just remove all the water and then it's actually done. Emergency exit. Yeah, but I love these ones. They are quite easy to do. Literally like 2 minutes, you're done. There you have it. I think I've done a good job. For someone who's doing this thing for the first time, I think I really did a good job. I love how this one came out, and I also love how this one came out. And a bit of an issue on this one here. I'll have to fix it. I'll show you just now. And this one also came out, and on the other side as well. But overall, I think I'm happy with how the tinting went. Honestly, it's not too difficult. It just needs a lot of practice, a lot of hours put into it, so that one can get or can be perfect or do it better than now. But for the first time, I think this is good. This is good enough. I love how it is. I love the contrast between the dark and the silver. It really brings out the car to life. And obviously, this car was not like this. The wheels were silver, windows were very clear. So now the contrast that is between the wheels and the body and the windows is awesome. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so up close you can see the gaps on that little triangle window. So that's what I'll need to fix. I'm going to have to replace that tint altogether. But from a distance, I think I did quite well, if I have to say so myself. I mean, looking at this thing, how it was to how it is now, it's actually not too bad. It doesn't look bad at all. I really love how it came out. This is quite awesome. With the sun setting, that looks really, really nice. I love how it is. I really, really do. But this one, you can see no bubbles, nothing. And this one too, it came out really, really nice. Okay, overall I'm happy with the results. I'm really, really happy. It was a lot of work, and I think, like I was saying, more practice, more practice, more practice. Obviously there's going to be a lot of wasted film while I do that, and that's why I'm also showing you where I made mistakes, so that you can see that I'm not perfect. I'm learning. I haven't done this before. This was the first time. Obviously it's difficult to cut the film on these windows, measurements and stuff. I don't know how many rolls are wasted, but it was for the good cause. I'm really happy at this point. Comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think of my tinting skills out of 10. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click on that bell to be notified as soon as a new video goes live, and I'll catch you in the next one.